Welcome, everybody, to the newest episode of the Good, the Bad, and the Obscure podcast. Today we're going back to 1986, and we'll be talking about a little film called Deadly Friend. All right, let's dig into this. Deadly Friend is a 1986 horror film directed by Wes Craven. This film follows a mother and her genius son Paul and his friend BB, who's a robot he made, as they move to a new town. The film opens up to a man trying to break into their car at a gas station, and BB shows the man that he will defend them by almost crushing the man's hand. After that, we cut to them making it to their new home. Paul and BB quickly make friends with a paperboy named Tom.
BD.
Hey, you're kind of cute. Yeah, so we just stay on this highway.
Well, look, there's a bad apple in every barrel, right?
That's what you say?
Yeah.
Oh, BB's that.
Hey, VV. Ready to get going there, boy?
Oh, this.
Okay. Oh. What the hell was that?
We then get introduced to the girl next door, Samantha, and a grumpy lady named Elvira, as well as the local bullies. But when the local bullies show up, the lead bully learns not to mess with BB, after his privates are under the death grip of BB.
I'm warning you!
Jesus. She's waved that at me a million times. It's just a robot, Miss Parker. He's your new neighbor.
You get that thing out of here, I'll blow your heads off!
Okay, we're going. Just remember I have to collect tomorrow.
That must be fun.
At last.
What did your dad do?
Later that evening, Samantha sneaks over to Paul's house to talk to him more. Sadly, it's cut short when her very strict father comes and takes her home. This leads us to the first bizarre scene of this film. We watch as Samantha falls asleep and has a nightmare of her killing her father, and as he's dying, he's covering her in blood and insults.
You can't hurt me, cause Daddy don't want to be hurt.
You can't stop me! He can't stop me! And that little stupid yellow robot can't stop me!
For a while, we follow Paul, BB, and their friends as they have fun, and we also watch Paul continue to thrive in college. Things take a turn for the worse when BB is destroyed by Elvira when a prank goes wrong. To top it off, Sam falls down the stairs after her father hits her and knocks her down them.
Who's there? Who's out there?
No, who's a fatty? BB. BB Santa.
Baby, no!
Get down.
You get out of here!
No, he's down.
Why the hell isn't he responding? Get out of here! Get back!
No, who's a fatty?
After finding out that Sam is basically brain dead, Paul decides to use his intelligence and computer know-how to try to save her. he decides to sneak her from the hospital and take her to his home. After Paul and Tom successfully pull off his plan, he uses the microchip from BB to fix her, and it works. But she's not quite the same Samantha.
Perfect.
What is that?
It's BB's brain. Or it was BB's brain. I've doctored it up a bit.
You're giving her a robot brain?
I'm giving her a computer. It's a battery-powered, self-contained computer. You know what a pacemaker is for the heart, right? Well, this is like that, only it's for the head. If there's any life left at all in her brain, this will find it. And then it will reroute it around the damaged portion and join it all together as a whole again.
Now what?
Let me see if it works.
You're kidding. You're kidding, right?
You ready?
Oh, yeah.
From this point, things get more crazy as Sam gets revenge on her father and Elvira in very brutal, and dare I say, funny ways, which involves a basketball to the head with explosive consequences. Sam becomes more uncontrollable, which leads to one of the more unique endings to ever grace film. Alright, now let's dig into my final thoughts on Deadly Friend. Now for me, Wes Craven was always one of those directors with a very unique imagination that he brought to the screen. And I think if you ask most fans, what's your favorite Wes Craven film, they would either say something like Scream, A Nightmare on Elm Street, or even something like Last House on the Left, which all three films are great in their own way. But I think he has a little subset of his filmography of movies that are very much under-talked about and underappreciated, and Deadly Friend is definitely one of those that falls into that category. Now, how can you beat a movie that has Anne Ramsey, who played Mama Fratelli in The Goonies, having her head explode after Sam throws a basketball at it? Now, that's pretty fantastic to me, and I think most people know this movie for that scene. But trust me, there's a lot more in between those scenes. There's a lot of really good in this movie, and there's a lot of moments. But for the most part, it's pretty fun. It's got some great practical effects, some good acting, and an overall unique experience. Now, is it the best movie I've ever seen? No. Is it the worst? Hell no. But it does have its little flaws here and there. But those can be looked past, especially when you get down to the final scene of the movie, which is one of my favorites. Now, if you have not seen this film, I highly, highly, highly recommend you checking this one out, especially if you're a Wes Craven fan. Now, if you have seen this, you definitely know how good this one is. Most likely, if you liked it. If you didn't like it, I definitely understand that, because it isn't for everybody. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and come back for the next one. Alright guys, bye.